So it's the following day, and I decided to just go ahead and get back to it, and I put more of that enzyme drain stuff in there. It kind of loosens up the chunks. That's kind of gross to think about, but when I went along, like down along the way there, I don't know if you can see anything, I cut a couple holes in the insulation blanket here and there, and I mean, I've already had some holes in here, so it's not a big deal. I'll fix that in another project. But I took hangers and I tried to even out the sag in the pipe. But the one hanger that was there, or the pipe was up higher than the rest of it, when I raised up the rest of the pipe, it kept going up. There was such a set in the pipe, you know, it had a bend in it. And so I actually had to go and I had to put a shim, like I had like a piece of 1/4-inch material, and I placed it between the pipe and the underlayment of the floor to push it down. So I just kept trying to measure that one and the one beyond it, and tried to make it at least better than it was. So I'm about to take off this cap here and clean that out. I probably won't be able to film that, but I'll come back when I get that part done. All right. I wasn't able to film when I cleaned out the drain because it was just too wet and sloppy, and water was going everywhere, and I didn't want to get my phone ruined just for the sake of capturing it. So I just felt like I could later demonstrate what I did to clean out the drain. I wanted to talk about this charming little device you see here on the screen. This is what helped me clean out my 2-inch drain, about 35 feet of it. And I will give a demonstration of it here. I wasn't able to film when I was cleaning out the drain with this device. It was just too sloppy and messy down there. Water was going everywhere, and I didn't want to mess up my phone. So I was going to show you how it works and just demonstrate how I did clean out my drain. I have a section of pipe here, and I'll show you how I did that. Let me grab it. Okay, so the pipe down there was 2-inch. This is 1.5 inch, but it still shows what it does. When you turn on the water, this bladder swells up because there's just a little orifice here, so there's more water going in than out. So it'll swell up and fill the pipe. I'll do it so you can see it. See how it's swelled into the pipe. And then you turn it off, it comes back down. So I can't even pull it out right now. So what I did was I turned down the water to where it was just enough where I could slide it in and out down the pipe. It's still hard to do. I can do it. 2 inches easier because it's bigger. Yeah, like this. See how it's just barely in there? Well, I did that, and I went in about just a few inches, had that on, worked it back and forth, and then kind of pulled it out, let the water drain out, and then I went back in a few more inches, did the same thing. That was about 30 to 35 feet of pipe that I had to do that with, and it was full the whole way. It was a gross mess. So then finally I heard what sounded like that echo of water running in a pipe, and I realized that I had made it all the way to the vertical stack, my 3-inch, and I got it all out.
So then what I did was when it was all the way down, all the way to the end, I turned it on the same way, let it kind of expand, and then I pulled it all the way out, dragging anything left in the pipe, like cleaning the insides out. And that's how I did it. These devices you can get at Home Depot. I got mine at Menards. You probably get them at Lowe's. You can get them online, probably on Amazon, other places. But handy device. They had different sizes. This one's supposed to this one's supposed to go from 1.5 inch up to 3 inch, but you would have to have a lot higher water pressure than I've got for that to expand in a 3-inch pipe. So this one, they have one smaller than this and one bigger than this. You'd have to go with the bigger one if you had to do 3-inch, but this one works for 1.5 inch to 2 inch at least. So that's that. I spent a long time cleaning out my pipe down in the crawl space, but we noticed a smell in the laundry room. I just thought it was one of the rags that I used to clean up some of the muck, but it kept lingering even after we washed the rags. That's when I decided to look behind the washer, and we had quite a vomity overflow. All that brown stuff, it's all dried now because we had the washer and the dryer going. You could see it on the walls, on the wall. And of course I had no idea. I'm down in the crawl space. Nobody was up here to tell me. So I cleaned up all my tools, got all cleaned up, washed my coveralls, took a shower, and now I still have to clean up the gross chunks from the drain. Anyway, I'll spare you from the process of cleanup, but just goes to show, probably should plug your drains when you do it. I think what may have happened was I heard the washer going when I was down there, but I didn't think much of it. What could have happened was when I had the hose and the bulb past the inlet from this drain, it may have ejected when that bulb was past it, so the bulb was blocking it and forcing it back up around. It was going down, but it was blocked, so it just brought all the chunks and stuff back up. Anyway, well, there you go. If you have the ability to plug up your other drains when you go to hose them out. I want to thank you for bearing with me through this emergency plumbing repair video series. Please subscribe, leave comments, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of more videos to come like this. Have a good one. See you in the next video.